It's Justin M. Bailey here, ready to give you some more rules on how to be a good writer. And today's rule is get yourself a writer's vest. How can you possibly be a credible writer without a writer's vest? How can you possibly sit at the Starbucks typing away, typing, with your latte in your hand and your croissant, sitting there typing away? How are people passing by supposed to know you are a writer unless you are wearing a writer's vest? Go get one. Don't worry. I'll sit. I'll wait. Go to JCPenney. I'll wait here. Welcome back! My, you're a snappy dresser. Great vest, great choice, I might add. Now that you have your vest, you are ready. You are ready to be a writer. What I love to do is I love to get my Mac computer. Yes, Mac, because no writer would ever use a PC. I get my Mac computer and my vest, and I go down to the Starbucks, and I sit and I type away. Half the time I'm typing, most of the time I'm just watching at YouTube. But whenever somebody passes by me with a nice pumpkin spice coffee, I make sure to make it look like I'm typing. I put my word page up, I'm having my vest on, and every now and then somebody stops. They stop and they go, "What are you doing? Are you a writer?" To which my brain screams, "Yes! Thank God! Oh yes, I'm a writer. Oh God, please pay attention to me. Please, just somebody, pay some fucking attention! Read my writing! Ah!" But I keep calm. And how can I not when I'm so comfy cozy wearing my sweater vest? And I go, "Yes, I am a writer." If you're lucky, then from there they ask you, "Well, what are you writing?" To which, once again, my mind is out of control now. Like, "Oh, thank God! Oh, yes, please sit down. I want to talk to you for hours and hours about the idea I haven't even put on paper yet." Thank you, vest! But I keep calm. Once again, I clear my throat, and I say, I'm dabbling in mixed genres. I'm trying to combine Catcher in the Rye with Harry Potter. It's a magical story about somebody who leaves Hogwarts because they just don't feel like they're fitting in. I call it the Harry Catcher. And by this point, writers, you know exactly what happens. Doesn't matter how good of your idea is. Usually by the time you spit out your idea, you always get the O. You get the big O. And what does the O sound like? Oh. And it's usually followed by the most disingenuous, "Interesting," you've ever heard in your life. And then, "Well, good luck with that." And then they leave, leaving you, the writer, leaving me, the writer, heartbroken. No, just that's it. And that's all you're ever gonna get, because I don't know if you realize this, but as you're typing away at the Starbucks with your little latte right there, if you just peek your stupid head up and look around, you're going to notice there's lots of other people sitting there with their Mac computers, typing away, and they all think that you're the fool. That's the funny thing. So, the real writing rule of the week is, in a lot of ways, it's a question. I want you to ask yourself this. I want you to ask you this many, many times if you're actually serious about writing. I want you to ask yourself, why the fuck are you writing? Seriously, why in God's name are you spending hundreds of hours of your life, sometimes years of your fucking life, typing something that you will be goddamn lucky if you can get 3 people to read? And trust me on that. I can't even get Mother Bailey. I can't even get my mother. Mother Bailey won't read my shit. She hasn't finished my manuscript. I mean, as hard as it is to actually write a manuscript, it's even tougher to get people to read it. It is insanely tough to get attention for your writing. I mean, if you draw a picture, it takes about 5 seconds to look at a picture. If you make a YouTube video, it takes, I don't know, 2 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. But, you're a lot more likely to get somebody to read, you're a lot more likely to get somebody to watch a YouTube video because, well, there's pretty pictures, there's sound, there's songs, there's, and like once again, if you go to film school and you make a movie, well, that's an hour and a half to 2.5 hours of people's time. But once again, the pretty pictures and the sound and everything, do you actually expect anybody, except for maybe your wife and your brother and your best friend, do you actually expect anybody else to read your shit when it takes, I don't know, 7 to 20 hours to read a novel and there's not even any fucking pictures or songs? Are you insane? Do you know how impossible it is to get people to look at your shit, let alone hundreds of people standing in a line all waiting to get your autograph because they've actually read your shit not once, not twice, but 3, well, that's 6 fingers, but 3 times? I mean, and that's just the mentality most people have about writing when they put pen to paper. They actually think that's gonna happen. And some it does, that's right. And also some people win the lottery. But how many people do you know that have done that? So, the only true reason why you should write is because you love writing. You love her, you love writing. Writing, and which is strange about writing, because you see, Mistress Writing, she is a vicious, S&M abusive bitch. Where she's gonna do nothing but like put cigarettes out on your tongue and kick you in the balls and beat the shit out of you. But you just love her so much, for some reason, there's some kind of fulfillment for some reason. It fulfills something in your life for you that you can only get through writing. And the third rule to being a good writer is write because you love it. Write because you love it. If you don't love it, why the fuck are you wasting your time? Why the fuck are you wasting my goddamn time? I'm not gonna read your shit.